good morning. We were team 2 and we were going to talk about volleyball and snowboards.
Orange of Volleyball. William George Morgan, teacher and director of physical education at the Young Men's Christian Association (ACM), conceived volleyball in 1895 with the aim of a game in which the probability of participants being injured at the expense of physical contact was low. Another important factor in struggle of older players was that the sport was not so physically demanding. At the time basketball was in vogue, it had been created 4 years earlier, also by a physical education teacher from the Young Men's Christian Association, who intervened the sport as an alternative to more violent games such as baseball and football. And that's how volleyball came about, called mintonette, because teams were separated by a net and the players wouldn't get money injuries. Also, it was less physically demanding than basketball, since players didn't have to run throughout the game all over the court. Volleyball, however, was very complete, as it comprised a series of exercises beneficial to health.
The first category of the bases is mirroring for players up to 12 years old, followed by mirroring up to 13 years old, children up to 15 years old, juvenile up to 17 years old, juvenile with up to 20 years old, and professional, which had no age restriction, all according to website of the State Volleyball Federation of the Rio de Janeiro.
Equipments volleyball shirt, shorts, shorts, socks, cuff, cannon pad, elbow pad, volleyball net, kit for playing volleyball, volleyball squirrel, volleyball board.
Volleyball rules. Age 10 was as coached. Rematch consists of 5 sets. There is predetermined time for each set. Each set was maximum of 25 points each. A minimal difference of 2 points. In case of tie in 3 sets of 3 each, 24 to 24. The match continues until the difference of 2 points in hexage 26 to 24, 27 to 25. After the serves, the team can touch the ball 12 times. The team that wins their sets wins. If there is outside in 3 sets, 2-2, the 5th seed will be decisive.
Now some curiosities. In Barcelona in 1992, Brazil was leaders with the contest of the gold medal by the volleyball team, the first in the story of the country in the sport. Longest professional games in history was between Poland and the Soviet Union in the final of the 1976 Olympic Games and lasted 4 hours and 26 minutes.
Orange of Snowboard. The first size of modern snowboard behind the upper only in the 20th century in the state of Utah. In 1929, M.J. Jackie Burchett was the first in history to explore the concept of snow surfing. MJ came up with the idea of using a single plank of plywood, big enough for him to balance on his feet, and on which some horse hands were used to hold his feet on the plank. There are a few accounts documents Jack's prowess in testing this curious invention in the surrounding hills, but unfortunately it was almost immediately forgotten for another 30 years. To find known pieces of a snowboard journey, we had to wait until 1963 when an 8 years old boy made a rudimentary wooden toy he called a skiboard. The boy, Tom Sims, even saw more years passed in the fleets until the moment of the official departure in the history of this sport arrived. At Christmas 1965, a North American citizen, Sherman Popper, had the idea of handcrafting two skis together to give his daughters with an instrument that would allow them to go down snowy slopes like surfing on water.
Equipment snowboard. Technical information about snowboard equipment and accessories. Planks, fittings, boots, goggles, gloves, helmets.
The boards used must be proportional to three practitioners' body, and as rule it must have a latching that goes from the fur to the height of the shin. The board is smooth and there are no wheels on its undersides. Brakes are used on the feet and the front and rear ends of the boards are covered slightly upwards.
Like skiing, which has been part of our daily lives for thousands of years. Snowboard is more recent. Its story began in 1967. Winter sports like mountaineering also have their ascent. We're talking about Saint Bernard of Shield.
Thanks for listening.